Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Max, and you are now entering into the bloom and entering into the mind of me. So, welcome. It's a pretty interesting place. So, sit back, enjoy. Whether I've heard some of you people are sleeping, which that's quite the scene in my mind. Just me giving you guys a lullaby that's kind of scary. Some of you guys are probably going to be eating while y'all are listening. Some of y'all are going to be working. Some of y'all are going to be driving home from work, driving to work, which that's kind of cool. Y'all are, I get to be with y'all wherever you guys are in the world, which that's pretty cool. Um, so I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate all the love and support y'all have given me on the first pod. And yeah, it's been really cool, and I've been enjoying it. I worked today. Worked a cool 8 to 3, which, it is what it is. That's always fun. I appreciate all of y'all that I work with that are listening to this. And um, yeah, I don't know. I just appreciate y'all. I got a lot of love for y'all. As you can probably tell, I might be on some vitamins. So that might be why I'm a little slow to start, but it's all right. I'll work my way through it, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna get in the flow of things over time, in due time. I promise, partner. I promise. Um, let's see. I went to Target the other day. Thought this was kind of crazy. Thought y'all wanted to hear this. Went to Target the other day, and as I was perusing the aisles with Madison, um, this is gonna sound kind of weird now that I just said perusing. Anyways, there was a mom and a child. See, that's kind of why the weird part comes in there. Anyways, this child, by child, I kind of just mean he was a teenager, Nah, fuck. No, he wasn't. My bad. He wasn't a teenager. This dude was probably like a solid 8 years old, 7. I don't know why I said solid. I'm just digging deeper and deeper into the hole of someplace you don't want to go. Um, Shout out Diddy. Anywho, this kid, I don't even know if Diddy would want him. He was a furry. Yeah, he was a furry. He was wearing a tail, had his little ears. And I looked at the mom, and me and the mom made eye contact, and she kind of looked at me, and I don't know, I felt this like somber, like, I'm sorry. Like, I gave her those kind of eyes. And she kind of gave me those same eyes back, like, fuck, I know. And I was like, God, what do you do in that situation, right? You got your child and you love them so dearly, but it thinks it's a wolf or a fox or a cat. Like, what do you do? What do you do? That's a tough situation. But yeah. Anyways, I saw them, and in my mind, I was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen a furry in quite some time." There was weirdly, I'm not gonna say where I live, y'all. If you know, you know. Anyways, this down a road, very busy road that I drive on frequently, but there's a sidewalk on it, right? Anywho, this road, the sidewalk, there was a furry. There was two furries actually. I don't know. Minnesota just we got a lot of weird people. It's the winter. I think people just go fucking insane in the cold and just get wound up and just I want to be a cat and just freak out. Anyways, if anyone just walked past walked past my apartment when I said that. They were probably like, "What the fuck?" Anywho, I saw them and I was like, "Wow, this is kind of like weirdly like a game for me now." Now it's like I'm playing Pokemon, like like I'm collecting them. This one was a dog, but the next one I find might be a cat. I don't know, or a fucking fox, or I don't know. They're all weird, dude. I don't fuck with it personally. That's just me though. You can, if you want to go use a litter box, go ahead. Right? I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the toilet personally. That's just me. But now I'm gonna be fully canceled in all the furry community. But it's all right though. It's all right. I also heard another fun, interesting fact the other day. That whales weigh 200 to 300,000 pounds, and I was like, holy shit, that's giant. Like a blue whale, right? That's the biggest mammal. Is a whale a mammal? I believe so. Yeah, it's a mammal. Fuck, I gotta go back to school. Anyways, I was like, Jesus, that's a giant mammal. Like, anywho, I know some people that I think weigh almost like that. If you once again, if you know, yeah. Anywho, that was a bad one. Um, this whale though, 200 to 300,000 pounds, and I was thinking in my mind, that's a very large mammal, and I was like, fuck, how much do they like? They're sperm whales, which, first off, why are they called sperm whales? Like, freak, what freak name that, right? But how much does like a blue whale? How much does he ejaculate, right? And I googled it, which I didn't do in private search, and I kind of wish I did do it in incognito, because now it's infiltrated my Safari, which, you know, Madison, I'm sorry if you stumble across that one. That's gonna be weird to explain. You'll listen to this anyways. I wrote down the number because it was actually mind-boggling. Um, Blue whales, they ejaculate 400 gallons of cream, which that's pretty insane. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but yeah, I heard that, and I just thought that in my crazy ass mind. Once again, you're into the bloom. It's the name of the pod, so you never know what you're gonna get when you come here. But yeah, I've been collecting Funkos. That's been cool. Been collecting Funko Pops. That's me and Madison's new thing. How we collect together. I got Rocky Balboa. He's up there. That's pretty cool. The USA Trunks. Shout out America. Who else we got up there? Got Snoopy up there. Got Ron Swanson. We got me and Madison up there. We actually got each other, or she got us for my birthday. She got us, I wanted to say, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. That was crazy. Um, she got us Funkoed, which that was pretty cool. I'm staring at them right now. That's why if you guys are watching the video version, that's why I'm just staring off in the distance. If I'm not lazy enough, I'll throw in some clips, but I don't know. I might be lazy enough. Or at least some photos. That's what I meant, not clips. Sorry, y'all. Once again, I'm on some vitamins. So yeah, been collecting some Funkos. That's been pretty cool. I'm trying to do these probably once a day. It's kind of what I want to do once a day. I got a lot of things up in my mind that I just want to talk about. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to the Twins game. That's pretty cool. Excited about that. It's gonna be fucking cold, dude. 40 degrees. I saw wind gusts of like 20 miles per hour. Overcast. Of course, it's not gonna be sunny. It's gotta be gloomy and depressing, just like the Twin season so far. So it's all right though. I'm excited, kinda. Nah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. They got pickle pizza this year at the stadium. You know, hold on now. I came prepared. Let me come to the photos here. My bad, y'all. If y'all are watching on the video version, boom! Look at that thing, pickle pizza. I'm gonna be chowing down on that. I'm excited. What else they got here? I'm excited. Shout out Nick Nelson on Twitter for looking at these. Look at these. Freaking chicken and waffles. How you doing? Getting in my stomach, bruh. That sounded weird. This is another thing since I'm just... Look at this, alright? See this guy? See this fine fellow? If you guys are only listening right now and not looking at my face, but this is not actually my face. I'm showing something on screen. And what I'm showing right now is it's a monk man. It's a bald man with a, whoa, I gotta unhide my screen. There we go. Hide my screen. I close out of the image and it was just a bunch of monks, and you never know what you can find. They don't really wear the most clothes. Anyways, that leads me into my next story. So 2 nights ago, I was sleeping. And, or so I thought I was sleeping. I was laying in bed and I would close my eyes and I was falling asleep. And I had a lucid dream for the first time. Never had one of those. And it was a monk person, right? A monk man in my dream. And I wrote this all down so you guys can actually hear this and not have me just stumble through my words the entire time. All right, so here we go. Everything was exactly, and I mean exactly, like how I left it when I closed my eyes. Closed on the ground, same deodorant on the nightstand, same black Hanes boxer briefs I was wearing on the ground. I remember talking to some higher power individual, which I later found out I believe was a monk person, which I don't know if I was talking to like the holy monk, the whatever it would be, the Buddha, I guess. I don't know if I was talking to Buddha or who it was, but I was in my room and this monk was standing there, and he was telling me that there was more than a 3D world. There's more than just the 3D world. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? And he was like, there's more dimensions. And I remember vividly not being able to talk. I was like telepathically thinking, like he was like fucking engraving these thoughts in my mind. And I was like, what the fuck is happening, dude? My mind is getting infiltrated by this bald man staring at me. And he told me that we're in like some simulated reality, and I was like, whoa, dude, we're in the fucking Matrix. This is sick. And oh fuck, I lost my spot, dude, in my notes. I'm so sorry. Fuck, there we go. And then I thought about God, and if he ties into this somehow simulation thing, and the individual, the monk man, smiled, and I was like, okay, like, well, that's cool. I'm more personally a spiritual person more than a religious. Um, but I thought I'd just fucking sprinkle the question out there. I thought I'd lob it for y'all, just in case y'all wanted to know. Um, and so I just thought I would at least do that for you guys, and just save my ass, you know, in the future. Um, and then I was randomly, just all of a sudden, I was brought to my garage stall outside, which I was like, whoa. Now I'm just sitting down at my garage stall, doing the whole fucking hum, hum, hum. And I was sitting there with my legs crossed, and I was like, and the monk man was standing there, and I was like, why am I just staring at my garage stall in the middle of the parking lot of my apartment with this monk man, and I'm staring at my empty garage stall? And the monk man, I remember, this is so vivid, it's insane. This monk person was like, he told me that I could basically, if I controlled my breathing, and I got a personally, I got a bunch of monks on my screen that I'm just staring at when I'm telling this story, and it's very, once again, they're just bald, they're shiny. There's a lot going on, but he was telling me that you can basically, if you control your breathing and fucking really just lock in, like like Giannis game 6, or I was gonna say like LeBron in the finals, but he ran into the Warriors, so I can't really use that one. I gotta lock in like that bowling guy, that bowling that's says fuck, what's he say? You're not who you think you are. I am that guy. Yeah, I feel like if you get your if you lock in enough like that guy, the bowling man, you can basically spawn in anything into this garage from a different fucking reality, like a different multiverse. And I was sitting there and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll give it a try. I was like, get my breathing all right. I was sitting there in front of my garage stall, and all of a sudden, boom, Rolls Royce. I was like, oh fuck, this is sick. And then boom, I woke up, and I was like, whoa, I'm awake. That's fucking weird. And I went back to bed instantly. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck that meant. I asked Grok, I asked AI, because they got all the answers. They got anything you could ever want. So I asked them, and I was like, hey, I just had something kind of fucking scary, but kind of calming and kind of alarming all at the same time happen to me. And I explained the situation, and they said basically they think that maybe the car represented that, it's time for like something like a new start, like something I need something new to drive me, And then I woke up that next morning, and I was super fucking tired. I was so tired, dude. And then I slept for like a normal amount of time, but I was like, why am I so tired? But I was super fucking motivated. And then I started this podcast. I just punched my desk. That's how fucking motivated. Whoa, what the hell did I just say? Motivated I am. I feel like I can fucking punch Floyd Mayweather. Bitch. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. I was just about going Mike Tyson talk. What if I talk like Mike Tyson? Um, so yeah, and then I started this podcast that next morning. So I don't know if, I just need to control my breathing on these pods, and then all of a sudden we'll just start flying all together, and we'll just all start succeeding in life or whatever it's gonna be. But I thought that was kind of crazy. So I wanted to share that with y'all, and so that's why I instantly all wrote it down right away too, because I was like, "What the fuck? This is never like I've never had something this like whoa, you know." So if y'all have had something whoa, let me know. I wanna whether if y'all got my number or shoot me a DM. Let me know or leave it in the comments for others to read if y'all want. Let me know. Let others know. Let's spread our weirdness. Spread our spread our I don't know. Our stories, I guess. It's all we got in the long run. We're all just stories. Leaving stories, right? Well, that's kind of weird to think about. Holy shit. But it's true. You're just your entire life is really just leaving us like a story. And for others to tell for when you're gone. That's some deep shit, dude. That's crazy. Who thought, dude? Who thought I could come up with something that crazy to think about, that fucking deep? Huh? Take that, college. Yeah, bitch. Speaking of college, that shit sucks, dude. I fucking hate college. I didn't go to college personally, and I don't regret it at all. At all. And that might be a hot take. I went to Wayzata High School, which is one of the more prestigious high schools in the state. And you're fucking forced this entire time. You're fucking jammed down your throat. Psh, psh, psh. Go to college. Go to college. What college are you going to? I didn't fucking go. Fuck that. College is stupid. College sucks. And I didn't go to college, so fuck. Maybe I'm not. I can't say college sucks. That's a little bold of me. College isn't for me. There we go. It didn't suit my personal lifestyle, I guess. At the time, I could do it now, I think. Now that my brain's a little bit more matured. Not even matured, I've always been kind of mature. I would say I've always kind of been more of the mature person that at least likes to have fun, though, and laugh and fuck around and create nonsense and say crazy ass things. But oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, college. Fuck, I lost it. I lost it, boys. It lost me. Anyways, I just think it's dumb. I think it's dumb that a piece of paper can tell people. I think it's okay. This is why I think it's dumb. All right, I'm trying to cook in my mind right now. There's a lot of things stewing right now, fucking brewing in my mind, fucking bubbling, simmering. I think it's dumb that an employer, a business, can just because this guy has a piece of paper and I don't. I think it's dumb that he gets the pick and not me. But it's okay though. I like being the underdog. This is kind of my life. I feel like I've always kind of just been the underdog, which is cool. I like being the underdog. I prefer that way. Even though if I went to Wayzata, a prestigious kind of school, I wasn't the best student. I feel like I said this all in the first podcast, and now I'm just blabbering on again. So I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We're moving on. We're moving on. Let me know if y'all agree or not, or if y'all want me to dive in deeper and write my actual thoughts down instead of just my high thoughts. Also, I need a new video game, dude. Let me know. I need a new story game. There needs to be a new like Skyrim. I'm fucking desperate, dude. I need someone's got to make a new Skyrim or something. You know, something of that nature of a game that just like fucking just I guess we get not Red Dead, GTA. We get GTA soon. That's exciting. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna take off that entire fucking month, baby. Streaming every day. That's gonna be insane, dude. I'm so fucking excited. I love video games, dude. I've always used video games as like my coping mechanism. Kind of, in a way. You know? I just slam my phone down. In a way, I've always kind of used it as a coping mechanism. Almost kind of as like an escape. But it's always been like my main hobby. I fucking love gaming. It's my shit. Madden, NFL, or what the fuck, NFL, 2K, that's what I meant. Madden, 2K, any Rockstar game, which is just insane to even say. Like, that's just how iconic they are. Fucking MLB, Fortnite, dude, Minecraft, Skyrim, Fallout. What other insane games are there? Fucking God, you can go on and on. I can't even think right now. There's so many. That doesn't even make sense. That's what they call a double entendre, I believe. Somebody correct me in the comments. I'm probably wrong. That's why I probably should have went to college. Fuck. What else is in my notes? Let's see here. Let's see. You know, all right, here we go. I got another thing brewing. Sorry, boys. This one's kind of just been all over the place. I'll be better next time, I promise. Like, actually, though. I feel like this one's been okay, you know, but the next one will be better. Not new. Can someone tell me what to get, please? It's to connect my camera to my PC. Someone link me a thing. I need like a cord or something. I just need to know what to buy. So then, something that I can get a higher quality, you know? Also need a tripod. Shout out Matt, though. I think my boy Matt's gonna give me a tripod. Hopefully, maybe. Now I just peer pressured her into it, though, in front of everyone. So, that's funny. On Spotify now. That's pretty cool. Your boy's on fucking Spotify. Mama, we made it. Who would have guessed, dude? And I'm not even rapping. I thought for sure I'd at least, like, braid my hair into fucking dreads or cornrows or something and start rapping, you know? Be like a Post Malone if I was on Spotify. But no, I'm a fucking podcaster and I talk about my life and I don't even know what I talk about, dude. I talk about fucking whale sperm and furries today. Like, dude, what? What is wrong with me? I should be locked up. I should be fucking imprisoned. But whatever. That's just, once again, it's just into the bloom, baby. Y'all are just entering. I want to talk about this really quick before I dip out on all y'all. Also, I don't know if there's gonna be a pod tomorrow, just because I am going to the Twins game. Um, I probably will make one. I'm gonna do my fucking best because I want to put one out and I want to talk about the game. So I'm gonna do my best. But if I don't be mad at me. I'll be back on Friday. Yeah. We're trying to do, like, if I can just do 5 days a week, bro, 4 days a week. Come on now. Just, 30 minutes to start. Until I get a little crew or something. A little gang to talk with me, which I think we're brewing up. I think we cooking something up right now, baby. I also keep looking over to my I don't know what the fuck it would be for you guys watching me. I keep looking over to my side. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just know I'm staring directly at myself actually over here, so that's why I keep looking over there because I'm a narcissist. Okay, this is what I want to do. Sorry, guys. Boom. Look at your screens, everybody. Once again, I'm flaming the A's. I don't give a fuck. All right? The A's are banning signs, flags, banners, shirts that say some shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that stands for. And drums. Drums, the thing that Oakland was known for in baseball was drums of people in the crowds going insane. That was the ace, and going forward, nope. They don't want that. I get frisbees, right? I guess I get mace. But, drums, the thing that everyone loves your team for and your fans for, is the crazy ass people in the crowds. So that was kind of disappointing to see. What else is going on here? Oh yeah, the A is on here too. Sorry, they're just so easy to pick on, dude. Fun fact, dude. They don't allow anyone to comment on any of their posts. I just think that's insane. Like, straight up. How is that even possible? You're a professional sports team, and you don't want anyone talking about that. Let's see. I'm going to talk about this too. This is kind of a fun thing to talk about. Bucks yesterday played the Phoenix Suns, and they posted this yesterday. Also was April Fools, and they posted "Welcome back, Coach Bud," and because Coach Bud came back to Milwaukee for the first time since being fired. And, I had the Bucks notifications on, and me just instantly being like, oh my god, April Fools. I commented, and I said, and, I'm just going to go to the Bucks page because they follow me, so just slight flex. But, anyways, I commented, and I said, I deleted the post, honestly, because I was like, fuck. Let's see. Where is it? It's gone. Makes sense, because I deleted the post, you idiot. Anywho, I said something along the lines of, like, this is a super messed up April Fool's Day joke. And it got, like, fucking 2,000 likes, which, like, the Bucks post got 3,000. So I was like, whoa, I almost ratioed y'all. So that was cool. And then I was like, and then I looked, and I was like, oh, yeah, playing the Suns, I forgot. So then I deleted the post because I was like, I don't spread misinformation around here. That's not what we do on this program. No, sir. What else am I doing on here? I think this is kind of fun. You know what? Hold on. Boom. I'm gonna edit this as we're talking. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Boom. Look at this. My face on the screen now. Anywho, I said anywho way too many times. This is kind of fun. Jordan's making these now. The high drip, which is basically just a croc that it's basically just croc, like straight up, which I think is also funny because Nike, that is a croc right there that y'all are looking at. Nike is making these, which Crocs came out and said something along the lines of like, we're living rent free in your head, right? And so I think it's just funny that now Jordan, which is owned by Nike, they're doubling down and they're making these, which is just another croc. It's this exact thing is just the fuck, what are they called? They're the croc echo something. Y'all would know. Some of y'all might know. I work in shoes for a living. I still don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, I think though that pretty much wraps up the current events that I found for the week or for the day. Jesus, not even the week. Yeah, for the day. That's all I got, boys. So I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I midway through this pod, I kind of was like, damn, I don't think this is going well. But I think we picked it up on the back half, as I was sobering up, in all honesty. But now I feel like I can just go on and on and on, baby. Maybe I will. Should we keep pushing? I don't know. We're at 37. Let me know. Let me know. Should I keep going, guys? Do you guys want longer episodes, or would you prefer a little bit shorter of pods? Because if y'all want me to go for like an hour plus, I will. I can spiel for fucking... I got a lot going on in my head. You know, I got stories and shit. So, if you guys want longer episodes, let me know. I appreciate y'all. Leave feedback. Let me know how you guys thought. How this all went. So, like I said, be easy on me though, because I personally didn't think it was really that great. If you guys are looking at my screen right now, or looking at your screen, you guys are watching my cat. My cat is currently on the camera. That's pretty cool. He's gonna be in my outro. So yeah, we are now on Spotify. So if you guys want to leave 5 stars or 2 stars or 1 star, please don't. 5 stars or 4s, that's cool. 3s mid, 2s and 1s, fuck off. But yeah, we're on Spotify. Into the Bloom is the name on there. My cat is freaking out. Look at him. That's my boy. Shout out Shorty. So yeah, we're now on Spotify, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do whatever. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, we are gonna be out, boys. Appreciate y'all.